Hi again, Linda from Tech here. In this video, we're going to talk about bakers, who they are, what they do, and how you should choose one to stake your Tez with. So what are bakers? In the Tezos ecosystem, validators are called bakers. They produce blocks that are then added to the Tezos blockchain. You can think of this as baking. They basically help keep the blockchain secure and running. You can learn more about bakers and what they do by checking out the links in the description. Okay, so now we know what bakers are and what they do. But what do they have to do with you exactly? If you hold Tez and you want to earn rewards, you can assign your Tez to a baker for a slice of their total rewards. This is essentially what it means to delegate and stake. While the underlying mechanism is slightly different, you can think of delegation and staking as two ways for you to participate and earn rewards. So why don't we learn more about these mysterious bakers that help keep the Tezos network running? So let's go back to TZKT. There we go. Now let's click on bakers up here. Now we see a list of bakers and a bunch of metrics. Now remember, when you earn rewards through delegation or staking, you're doing this through a baker. This makes choosing a baker extremely important. Don't forget that the amount of rewards you receive is based on the amount of rewards they receive. So as we can see on this bakers page, we see some metrics here for things like free space, fee, and APY across staking and delegation. One thing to keep in mind is that bakers don't accept or reject your delegation or stake. That's why it's really important for you to do your own research. So let's break down the columns here. Let's look at the staking section. Here we have APY, so this is basically the rewards that you'll be getting from them for staking. Note that this is dynamic and not fixed. We also have fees, so this is the cut that bakers take from your rewards. Next up, we have free space. So this is the amount of Tez that they can accept from external stakers like you and I. So you want to make sure that the baker you choose has enough free space for the amount of Tez that you will be allocating to their bakery. You don't want to choose a baker that's overstaked or overdelegated, because this is going to dilute your rewards. Let's reorder the free space column. Now we can see we have some bakers that are overstaked. Remember the point about bakers not accepting or rejecting your stake? If you stake with a baker that's overstaked, which means they don't have the free space to accept your stake, your request will go through and your rewards will be impacted. So don't forget that. All right, let's go back to the original list. There's an extra column on the delegation side, and it's minimum balance. This is the minimum amount of Tez that they accept for delegation. So let's go back to the staking section, because that's what we're here for. If we look at the APY column, we see that it's already organized according to the highest APY first. But don't forget, your rewards aren't just about APY alone. You need to take into account whether they have the free space, what their fees are, and also their reliability. Don't forget that they're here to keep the blockchain running. So when we say reliability, we mean, do they participate in network governance? Do their nodes consistently run? These factors impact the amount of rewards they receive, which therefore impacts the amount of rewards you receive. It might sound a little bit complicated, but let me show you how you can find this out really quickly. Okay, let's go to a baker's page now. I have a baker in mind, so let's search him up. There we go. So now we're on this baker's profile page. There's a lot of stuff here. For us, what we need to find is here under the rewards tab. And there we go. Here we can see actual APY, efficiency, reliability. So with efficiency and reliability, as you can imagine, you want these numbers to be high. Now, as we can see, there's a category called blocks. Let's hover our mouse over the question mark. Number of baked missed blocks for the selected period. Now, as we can see, it's 0. So that's a good sign. So as you can see, there are a lot of metrics here. We've covered the most important ones. So now let's go back to the main bakers page. All right. Now you know how to browse and what to look for when choosing a baker. We're not going to be staking with a baker just yet, because that's going to be happening in the following videos. But what you want is to know the name of your baker. So look around, choose a baker, remember their name, and see you in the next video.